Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
I've always felt sorry for Hosea. God chose to make his life an allegory of how God's people had treated him and how much he loved them. First, God had him marry a prostitute. Then each of their children were to be named after something God would do to Israel. Of course, his wife committed adultery, and God directed Hosea to bring her back and still love her. It's truly a beautiful picture of God's love. But poor Hosea. Hosea named his first child Jezreel, which means God will scatter, predicting judgment and looking forward to Israel's exile to Assyria. The second child he named Lo Ruhama, meaning no mercy. God was showing that he would not have mercy on Israel. The northern kingdom would go into exile and never really come back. But God would have mercy on the southern kingdom, Judah. He says in Hosea 1:7, "Yet I will show love to Judah, and I will save them, not by bow, sword, battle, or horses and horsemen, but I, the Lord their God, will save them." What a promise! And God always keeps his promises. That prophecy came true in 701 BC when God saved Jerusalem from the Assyrians. It's a great story. You can read it in 2 Kings 18 and 19. The Assyrian troops made fun of Jerusalem and their God and their king Hezekiah for thinking that Israel's God was stronger than the Assyrians and could save them. The Assyrian leader hollered in Hebrew, "Hear the words of the great king, the king of Assyria. Thus says the king, do not let Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you from his hand, nor let Hezekiah make you trust the Lord, saying, the Lord will surely deliver us. This city shall not be given to the hands of the king of Assyria." Now when Hezekiah heard this, he put his trust in the Lord. God caused the Assyrians to hear a rumor of one of their cities being attacked, so they left, and the immediate threat was over. But they promised to return in full force. So Hezekiah prayed a beautiful prayer, ending with, "Now therefore, O Lord God, I pray, save us from his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you are the Lord God, you alone." Through the prophet Isaiah, God replied to him, "I will defend this city and save it for my own sake and for my servant David's sake." Both this prophecy and Hosea's came true. God had mercy on them. The Assyrians weren't defeated in battle, but by the angel of the Lord who slayed 185,000 of them in one night. Unfortunately, Hezekiah was the last godly king Judah had. It went downhill from there, and 100 years later, Judah was taken into captivity by the Babylonians. God had given them mercy, as he'd promised, and love and protection and so many warnings. But like Hosea's wife, Judah prostituted themselves and worshipped other gods. But like God led Hosea to do, God brought back his people to his land again. Using people like Zerubbabel, Ezra, and Nehemiah, he showed his merciful love for his people. So where are you in this story? How are you in need of God's mercy? If you, like Hezekiah, would go to God in prayer and faith, he will have mercy on you too. In 2 Chronicles 7:14, God promises, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sins and heal their land."
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.